We will now hear remarks from representatives of each of the graduating classes. Our first student speaker was chosen to represent the Judicial Studies LLM class. Sabrina McKenna became a Hawaii trial judge in 1993. She has served as an Associate Justice of the Hawaii Supreme Court since 2011. She is a graduate of the University of Hawaii at Manoa and its William S. Richardson Law School. Justice McKenna teaches state constitutional law at Richardson. She is also an ABA Fellow and a Judicial Advisory Board member of the Law and Economics Center at George Mason's Antonin Scalia Law School. She has received numerous awards. Justice McKenna.
Some of you may have visited Hawaii before, so let me start with a traditional greeting. Aloha. Thank you, that was wonderful. I am Associate Justice Sabrina McKenna of the Supreme Court of the State of Hawaii, and I am honored to represent the 6th graduating class of approximately 20 federal, state, and international judges and justices to receive LLMs in Judicial Studies from Duke Law School's Bolch Judicial Institute. We are trial and appellate court judges and justices. We hail from California, Colorado, Georgia, Florida, Hawaii, Indiana, Louisiana, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Oregon, South Carolina, Texas, and Wisconsin in the US, as well as internationally from Chile and South Korea. My class on behalf of my class, I express our deepest appreciation to Dean Carrie Abrams and the outstanding faculty and librarians from or affiliated with Duke who guided our learning and thesis writing. We also thank Carl Bolch Jr. and Susan Bass Bolch, as well as the Duke Endowment for funding Bolch. We also greatly appreciate Bolch's retiring executive director, retired Judge Paul Grimm, and his entire team, especially programming director Ann Yandian, who took such good care of us. Thank you to all of you. Also, on behalf of my class, I'd like to congratulate all the 2025 Duke Law JD and LLM graduates, including Judge Tayeba Parsa from Afghanistan, who studied with us in our 4-week in-residence studies in 2023 and 2024. Congratulations, graduate and Judge Parsa from Afghanistan. In addition, thank you very much to all degree recipients, family, and friends. Mahalo, as we say in Hawaii. Without your support, we wouldn't be here. I have been given little time, so let me cut to the chase. We are receiving law degrees from this preeminent law school during a time of unprecedented attacks on the independence of judiciaries and the rule of law. What do I mean by the rule of law? The rule of law is defined by the World Justice Project, worldjusticeproject.org, if you want to take a look, as encompassing 4 general principles. The first is accountability, that the government, as well as private actors, are accountable under the law. The second principle is just law, that the law is clear, publicized, stable, and applied evenly, and that it ensures human rights as well as property, contract, and procedural rights. The third principle is open government, that the processes by which the law is adopted, administered, adjudicated, and enforced are accessible, fair, and efficient. And the fourth principle is accessible and impartial justice, that justice is delivered timely by competent, ethical, and independent judges who are accessible, have adequate resources, and reflect the makeup of the communities they serve. To all law graduates here today, whether you become litigators, transactional attorneys, attorneys for governments or businesses, or go into business yourself, or you represent nonprofits or members, or you become members of the judiciary, or whether you choose other ways to apply your legal education, or any combination of these throughout your careers, as a law may lead you on roads that you had never envisioned, as has happened to many of us. No matter where life takes you, you will always be a lawyer, and your role as a lawyer brings you special power, with which comes great responsibility. It is your responsibility to stand up for and protect the rule of law, which includes the independence of the judiciary. The rule of law is the foundational bedrock of democracy. Without the rule of law, autocracy prevails. Lawyers, the future of democracy is in your hands, but with the engagement of your class, as well as many others, and with an independent judiciary, I am optimistic that democracy and the rule of law will endure. In closing, over the course of the last 2 years as a Duke Law student, it has been one of the greatest honors of my life to learn with and from judges who, as required by the rule of law, are competent, ethical, independent, accessible, and reflect the makeup of the communities they serve. Thank you again to Duke Law and its Bosch Judicial Institute for providing my class, as well as many other judges throughout the world, with knowledge and tools to fortify accessible and impartial justice and to protect the rule of law. And as we say in Hawaii, mahalo nui loa and aloha. Thank you for the honor of addressing you.